Oedipus enters through the palace doors.
My children, why are you sitting here with wreathed sticks while the city fills with incense, chants, and cries of pain? I am Oedipus, whose fame all men acknowledge. You there, old man, tell me what feelings bring you to me, fear or desire?
Our city, as you yourself can see, is badly shaken. Disease infects fruit blossoms in our land. Disease infects our herds of grazing cattle. May a woman in labor lose her children, and deadly pestilence sweeps down to blast the city. We are at your door not because we think that you are equal to God, but because you are the only one that solved the puzzle and are the king of our city. We judge you based on our interactions with God and for what happens in this life. For in my view, men of experience provide advice which give the best results. Don't let our memories of you be setting us right and then failing us. An empty ship or city wall is nothing if no men share life together there.
You are not lying, for these men here just informed me that we are on.
Let us go, children. May Phoebus come as our Savior and end our sadness.
Creon brings the news to Oedipus.
Speak out to everyone.
I bring the news from the gods that this land needs cleansing.
What sort of cleansing? And the disaster, how did it happen?
By banishment or told for the murder, by shedding the murderer's blood on which our land will be cleansed.
Who is this man whose fate was revealed by the god?
The man who was the victim was the
Who
king.
was with him and witnessed what took place?
Everyone died while bringing Laius to Delphi, except for the one who ran away.
We could find many things if we possess some slender hope to get us going.
He said that the robbers killed them all, even King Laius.
What bad trouble blocked your path, preventing you from looking into Laius' death?
It was the Sphinx. He told us not to look in the death of Laius. Instead, look at the urgent.
Enter
I decree that
Tiresias.
no one in this land in which I rule as your own king shall give that killer shelter, or talk to him, whoever he may be, or act in concert with him during prayers or sacrifice or sharing lustral walk. I may suffer all those things I've just called down upon the killers. As for those who do not follow what I urge, I pray the God send them no fertile land, nor any children in their women's wombs. May they all perish in our present fate, one or more hateful still. To you others, you Cadmeans who support my efforts, may justice, our ally, and all the gods attend to on us with kindness always.
How dreadful can it be to have wisdom when it brings no benefit to the man possessing it? Let me go home. You must bear your burden to the very end.
Save this city and yourself. Rescue me. Deliver us from this pollution by the dead. We are in your hands. For a mortal man, the honest labor he can do is help with all his power other human beings.
You are all ignorant.
What's wrong?
You will not learn a thing from me.
If you know something, then by heaven, do not turn away.
Is that so? The accursed polluter of this land is you.
What are you saying? Do you intend to betray me and destroy the city?
The truth within me makes me strong.
You should know, I get the feeling you conspired in the act and played your part as much as you could do, short of killing him with your own hand.
I say that you yourself are the very man you are looking for.
You dare to utter shameful words like this?
You will not learn a thing from me. I say that you yourself are the very man you are looking for.
That's twice you stated that disgraceful lie. Something you'll regret.
Shall I tell you more?
As much as you desire, it will be useless.
I say that your dearest family, unknown to you, you are living in disgrace.
Truth is not in you, for your ears, your mind, your eyes are blind.
It is not your fate to fall because of me.
Is this something Creon has devised, or is it perhaps your invention?
You have created this trouble on your own.
Oh, riches, ruling power, skill after skill, surpassing all in this life's rivalries. Creon, my old trusted family friend, has secretly conspired to overthrow me and paid off a double-dealing quack like this, a bogus priest who can only see his own advantage when his special art is absolutely blind. If you do not look so old, you find the punishment your arrogance deserves.
I'm not your slave. I serve Apollo and thus will never stand with Creon, signed up as his man. Who it is who shares your household? Do you know the family you come from? Without your knowledge, you've become the enemy of your own kindred, and the dreadful feat of that two-edged curse from your father and mother will both drive you from this land in exile. Those eyes of yours, which now can see so clearly, will be dark. Go and keep insulting Creon and my prophecies, all you like. All living mortals, no one will be destroyed more wretchedly than you.
Off with you! Turn your back and go!
You summoned me.
I did not know you would speak so stupidly.
You think I'm a fool, but for your parents, the ones who made you, I was wise enough.
Wait, my parents? Who was my father?
This day will reveal that and destroy. First, I shall tell you, the man you have been seeking all this time, the one who murdered Laius. The man is here. He is a stranger who lives in Thebes, but he will prove to be a native Theban. From that change, he will derive no pleasure. He will be blind, although now he can see. He will be a poor, although now he is rich. He will set off for a foreign country, and he will turn out to be the brother to the children in his house, their father too, the husband and the son of the very woman who gave birth to him. He sowed the same womb as his father. And
Creon speaks to the citizens.
That I cannot bear. So I have come here. If he believes that he will have suffered any injury from me, then I have no desire to continue living into his old age. Still, if I end up being called a wicked man here in the city by you and my friends.
Enter Oedipus from the palace.
How did you get here? In the name of all the gods, tell me this. Did you plan to do it because you thought I was a coward or a fool? Is it not madness to chase after the king's place without friends? To seek a goal which only gold could attain?
Will you listen to me? Once you know them, judge me back for yourself.
Clever talker, but from you I will learn nothing.
Tell me the damage you claim you're suffering because of me.
Did you not persuade me to send for Tiresias?
I still give you the same advice. I, for one, have no natural desire to be king, in preference to perform. Royal acts. For now, I get everything I want from you, but without the fear. So how can being a king be sweeter than royal power without anxiety? Those who wish to get something from you now flatter me. So why would I such benefits for something else? Ask the prophet if I brought back to exactly what he said. If you discover I have planned something and then arrest me, have me put to death. It's not fair to assume men are good or good men are bad. A bad man is exposed in just one day.
I just rest and wait for him to act, then he'll succeed in what he wants to do and I'll be finished.
Do you want to exile me from here?
I want you to die.
Are you not determined to change your mind?
There's no way that I can trust you. Back to us.
Enter Jocasta from the palace.
I may have said too much. That's why I want to see him here in front of me.
I deserve to learn why you're so distressed.
My father was Polybus of Corinth. My mother, Mero, a Dorian. At a dinner, a man was drunk and began to shout at me, claiming I was not my father's real son. The next day, I went to ask my parents. They were angry at the man who had insulted them this way, so I was reassured. The accusation always troubled me. So I went off in secret off to Delphi. When Apollo spoke, he uttered monstrous things. It was my fate to defile my mother's bed, to bring forth to men a human family, to murder my father. I went to other lands so I would never see the abomination of my evil fate. As I was on the move, I passed close by a spot where 3 roads met. And there, I met a herald and a horse-drawn carriage. That guy there tried to force me off the road. In my rage, I lashed out at the driver. The old man kept his eye on me, and with his double whip, struck me on my head. I hit him a quick blow with the staff I held and knocked him from his carriage to the road. He lay there on his back. Then I killed them all with these killer hands of mine. Am I not depraved? Am I not utterly abhorrent? I must fly into exile and there never set foot in my native land again, or else I must marry my mother and kill my father Polybus. Let me rather vanish before I see a fate like that roll over me.
Even if he changes that old news, he can never demonstrate that Laius' murder fits the prophecies. Apollo clearly said that the man would die at the hands of an infant born from me. How did that unhappy son of ours kill Laius when he perished long before? Let's go inside.
Oedipus and Jocasta leave.
I think it is appropriate for me to visit, for Oedipus's excessive pain seized his heart by thinking of the past like a man with sense. So Apollo, I come to you with offerings and prayers for you to find some way of cleansing what corrupts us.
Can you tell me where I find the house of Oedipus, your king?
Jocasta, why have you summoned me to come out here?
You must hear this man and decide for yourself what these solemn proclamations from the gods amount to.
What report does he have for me?
Oedipus has passed away.
Was it the result of some disease?
With old bodies, a slight weight on the scales brings final peace.
His death was from an illness?
Yes, and from old age.
Alas, indeed, lady. They foretold that I was going to murder my own father, but now he's dead and lies beneath the earth. And I am here, never touched my spear.
Was I not the one who predicted this?
You did. I was misguided by my fears.
You must not keep worrying yourself with this.
But my mother's bed, I am afraid of that.
Do not worry that you will wed your mother. It's true that in their dreams a lot of men have slept with their own mothers, but someone who ignores all this lives life more easily.
I must remain afraid, although what you are saying is right.
Your father's death is a great comfort to us.
Yes, but I do fear that maybe she is still alive.
There's no point in trying to sort out what he said.
Your fugitive and won't go home.
In the name of all the gods, tell me.
You were afraid that you might become corrupted to your parents.
I feared Apollo's prophet.
You're aware these fears are groundless?
Why is that? I was born their child.
Because you and Polybus were not related.
What do you mean? Was Polybus not my father?
He received you as a gift. I gave you to him.
How can any man who means nothing to me be the same as my own father? Do you know the man we summoned here? Is he the one this messenger refers to?
There's no point in trying to sort out what he said.
I cannot end this now. I must reveal the details of my birth.
I will suffer. That will be enough.
Even if I should turn out to be born from a shameful mother whose family still has been slaves, you will still have your noble lineage.
I beg you, do not do this.
I will not be convinced I should not learn the whole truth.
But I care about your well-being. When I tell you, it's for your benefit.
What you're telling me just brings me more distress.
You unhappy man. May you never find out who you really are. I'll never speak again.
Perhaps my queen is now ashamed of me and my insignificant origin. I cannot change to someone else, nor can I ever cease from seeking out the facts of my own birth. I think I see him. He's coming here. stranger from Corinth, is this the man you mentioned?
Yes.
You, old man, answer what I asked. Did you work for Laius?
Yes, as a slave, I was looking after sheep.
Have you ever run into this man?
I can't say I remember.
What you have said is more objectionable than his account.
No, stop.
You recall how you gave me a child?
Why asked about that?
This man here was a young child back then.
Damn you! Can't you keep quiet about it?
Tie up this fellow's hand.
No! I got it from someone.
Whose home was it?
My lord, don't ask.
If I ask again,
Wait,
if I
stop.
ask again, you will die.
The child was born in Laius' house. The child was his, your wife.
She gave the child to her
Stop.
prophecies.
The story went that he would kill his father. I pitied the boy and thought he would take the child to a foreign land, but he rescued him, only to save him for the greatest grief of all.
O light, let me look at you one final time. A man who stands revealed as cursed by birth, cursed by my own family, and cursed by murder, where I should not kill.
Oh, you honest citizens of Thebes, I do not think the Isis of the faceless rivers could cleanse this house. What we do to ourselves brings us most pain. Noble Jocasta, the bed where she, poor woman, had given birth twice over. A husband from a husband, children from a child. There we saw her. She was laying there. You will see a sight which even a man filled with disgust would have to pity.
Aye, alas, my destiny of 40 is sprung now. Alas, for me, and yet again, alas for me. In agony of stabbing brooches pierces through me. The memory of aching shame, the hands which stabbed out my eyes was my mind alone. In my wretched life, why should I have eyes when nothing I could see would bring me joy? Hurry now, my friends, lead me away from thieves, take me somewhere else. A man completely lost, utterly accursed, the mortal man the gods despise the most.